Okay, so today is going to be a beginner workout. So if you have either just been diagnosed with osteoarthritis or even just starting out exercise, this is the video for you. You don't need any equipment, you just need a space on the floor. So let's get started. Okay, so today's workout is all about just finding movements that feel good on your joints. And so what we're gonna do to start is we're just gonna start out slow, and I just want you to step side to side. Just stepping side to side. Today is all about adding variety to your movement. That is number one in finding exercises that don't hurt and challenging your joints in a good way. Now what I want you to do is you're going to step forward and backwards. Try to alternate this foot that you're leading with. Alternate the foot that you're leading with. Awesome. Just starting to get some blood flowing. And we're going to do 3 more here. And last one. Okay, now if you can find a wall or find something to stabilize yourself, I'm going to use the wall. Now what I want you to do is you're going to raise up on your toes and come back and lift up your toes. Raise up on your toes as high as you can. Lift up your toes. Raise up. Lift up. Raise up. Lift up. Raise up. Lift up. This one usually feels pretty good for most people. It's not necessarily meant to be a balance exercise though, so you want to have something you can hold on to. And we're just going to do 5 more here. This one should almost feel like a stretch. Okay, now what we're going to do is I want you to put your right leg in front and your left leg just a little bit behind. You're going to bend your right knee just a little bit, just so it's nice and soft. The left knee, it doesn't really matter. Now you're going to push your knee back so it's nice and straight. And then you're going to bend it and push it back. A lot of times when we have knee pain, knee stiffness, our joints get really stiff in the back and tight. And so this usually feels good because you're kind of stretching into that range of motion. Because a lot of times our knees feel better when they're just a little bit bent. And so we spend a lot of time being a little bit bent. So then those muscles get tight back here. And so you're really just trying to push it as straight as you can, and then relaxing forward and pushing it as straight as you can. This is a great exercise to have in your back pocket. If you do notice more stiffness, this one is great in the morning to kind of get things going because you're really focusing on squeezing that quad muscle, that thigh muscle. And now I want you to switch. So now the left leg's in front. Same thing, you're just going to slightly bend it, just relax it. It's not like a squat or anything. Just slightly bend it. Push it back straight. Slightly bend it. Push it back straight. Just straightening it as much as you can. You might notice the more you do this, the straighter you can get it, especially if you have a hard time getting it straight when you first start. It's all about getting that blood flowing and really getting things moving in that joint 2 more here, push straight back, and last one, push straight back. Okay, so now we're going to kind of move into the exercise piece of this. It's kind of a warm-up to get things rolling. I want you to stand on your left leg, and all we're going to do is step to the side with the right and then come back. Step to the side and come back. The goal of this exercise video is to show you that exercises don't have to hurt and they can still be effective. So usually when I work with people, we find a list of exercises that aren't going to be painful. Everyone's list is different though, so it's all about finding what works for you and your body. The left knee is just slightly bent, so it's not all the way straight, but it's just slightly bent a little bit, and you're just stepping to the side and coming back. You might start to feel your hip fatigue a little bit, and that's kind of what we're looking for. And now you're going to switch. So stand on that right leg, and you're going to step to the side and come back. We don't move sideways very often, but there are muscles that control moving sideways. And so this is super important to start bringing some sideways movement into our routine, because those muscles get neglected pretty easily. So you're just stepping to the side and coming back. Four more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to go back to standing on that left leg. Stand on your left leg. You can use a wall if you need to, but I want you to step forward, step all the way back behind your foot. So you're going to step forward, step all the way back without trying to put your foot down in the middle. Step forward, all the way back in one motion. Forward, all the way back. Use something to hang on to for support if you need to. So all we're doing is just stepping forward and back. You're stepping past your foot in both directions. Keep your knee soft. We don't want it to be all the way straight. Keeping it soft keeps it in an active position. And now we're going to switch. So now you're going to stand on your right leg and you're going to step forward and back, or whichever leg you didn't stand on last time. If you have a hard time or are hesitant putting all of your weight on one leg, definitely use a counter, use something that can help stabilize yourself and take a little bit of weight off. But that's essentially what this is doing, is you're standing on one leg for just a brief period of time, because that's what walking is. So we want to make sure that your joint is ready for that. Once you get the hang of it, you can speed it up just a little bit, but I want you to stay in control, and we're going to do 4 more on this side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now, next, you can stand in front of a wall, or if you just want to grab something to hang on to, but we're going to stand on the left leg, and you're just going to kick your leg just out to the side as far as you can comfortably. So it's not, try to get as high as you can. I just want you to take it out as high as you can comfortably. Now, if you can do this without hanging onto something, that's going to work your balance a little bit too. But it's essentially standing on one leg for a little bit longer. Again, you might start to feel that hip fatigue a little bit. Keep that right leg straight, that's kicking out, and try not to lean over. We're going to do 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and switch. So now we're on that right leg, and you're going to do the same thing, just with the other side. Try to stay up nice and tall. And we're just kicking out to the side and coming back in. Awesome job. We have 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now our hips should feel pretty loose. We're going to do one more exercise for the hips, and I'm going to show you here. If you stand on your left leg, again, just grab something to hang on to if you need it. Stand up nice and tall, and you're just going to kick straight back. Now, it's not a big kick back. We're just coming back a little bit so that you can feel those glutes start to engage. Try not to arch and try not to bend forward when you do this. It's just a small kick backwards. Five more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now on the other side. Ready? Here we go. Small kick back. Try to keep your foot flat towards the ground, parallel with the ground. Just that small kick back. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to find a wall. Find a wall somewhere, wherever you're at, and I want you to come to the wall, put your bottom on the wall. And now what you're going to do is walk your feet out and just bring your knees bent about at a 45-degree angle. So this is a version of a wall sit. Really helps to be nicer to the knees. Now, you can walk your feet out a little bit, but what I want you to really focus on when you're in this position is pushing through your feet, engaging every single muscle that you can, really trying to squeeze every single muscle that you have. You should feel your calves, your thigh muscles, your glutes, everything squeezing as hard as you can for about 10 seconds. So we're going to start right now. So if you were starting already, sorry, we have 5 seconds. Squeeze as hard as you can. 3, 2, 1, and then kind of just push yourself off of the wall. We're going to rest. You can shake it out a little bit. We're going to do 3 more just like that. You're going to get into that wall sit, so take it right back. Take your bottom to the wall. Again, you do not have to bend your knees very far. Now, get your feet in a comfortable position, and we're going to start 10 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze everything. Push up from your feet. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Shake it out. We're going to do 2 more. So back to the wall we go. Get set. Get your feet set. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Push. Push up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Push up from your feet. 3, 2, 1. Rest. And we're going to do 1 more just like that. So last one, and I want to try to hold this one for a little bit longer because now you should be getting the hang of it. Okay. Last time, so come on back to that wall. And we're going to get your feet set, and we're going to go for about 15 seconds this time. And ready? 3, 2, 1, push. Squeeze everything as hard as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze those legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take a wide stance. So wider than your shoulders, and then you're going to turn your feet out. So point them out, kind of like a ballerina of sorts. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to bend slightly and squeeze up. Bend slightly and squeeze up. Bend slightly and squeeze up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. You can come in. So you're just bending your knees just a little bit. You're good. You can come over, yeah. Yeah. And we're going to go 5 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Now for the last exercise, all we're going to do is you're just going to bend your knee up and bring your heel to your bottom. Alternating sides, so you're just bending at the knee and bringing your heel just as close as you can to your bottom. Now if you can't get it up that high, that is okay. Sometimes our legs feel really heavy when we have some swelling and we have some pain, but you should be able to start working your way up a little bit higher. You should feel this in the backs of your legs. And we're going to go 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now you're just going to step, we're just going back to those side to side steps. You might feel some fatigue in your hips after this video, and that is totally okay. That just means those muscles are working. And then you're going to go back to that forward and back stepping, where you're just stepping forward and back, alternating which leg that you're leading with. And then last one, all I want you to do, we're going to go back to those knee bends where you're just going to bend your knees slightly and push your leg back straight. We're just going to do 10 each side. Push it straight back. Bend it a little bit. Push it straight back. Three, 2, last one. Switch. Bend it a little bit, push it straight back. Push it straight back. Three, 2, and 1. All right, so if you found this video helpful, go ahead and put a comment below, and then go ahead and hit the thumbs up to like this video. Make sure you have that red button, hit the subscribe button, so you can get updates on all of my videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good one.